Well, hello. I don't know how to start these videos. Like, life started now for you and this connection bridge thing. Well, anyways, I was meditating last night to a guided meditation, and if you're curious about what kind of meditations I'm meditating to, I'm building a playlist. It's in my playlist. It's a public playlist, so you should be able to see it. It's not like huge. It's really hard to find those good ones. Like back in the day, for some reason, I feel like there was a lot of good, solid material, and now it's just like watered down with, realizing that you can make money off of talking nicely into a microphone, a good microphone. Well, here's the thing, guys. I something clicked in my head last night based on this person's guide, right? It was so beautiful, and ultimately respectful, okay? So I've always been trying to find my sense of community. And for whatever reason, I just don't feel connected with everybody, Like, they're just not me kind of vibe, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to sound self-centered, but I just mean you bring somebody else into your life, you also bring in all of their problems, okay? It's just. And I got enough of my own that I just want to work with this first, to not bring my own mess onto other people. But so anyways, this person was saying that, this guide was saying that our body is a community. And it's like, oh my gosh, no shit. Like this is the community that I love. I've never respected it until last night. I was like, and I don't think many people respect that we have a community living in our body, millions of existences. I mean, beings that Scientology would call every little thing a being. It's kind of funny that Scientology is the thing that, I don't know, it's just a thing, right? Now, if you just pay attention to the nature of self and other and collectivism, every cell has its own sensory organs. Every cell has its own decisions based upon its senses, right? If it needs this, it pulls in this, or it at least opens its receptors for it, or whatever. By the nature of its existence, the walls are permeable to some things and not other things. It has a sense of individuality with that nature, right? And essentially, everything in our body is working together. And what the guide was saying was working together to carry the beautiful soul that you are through this life, through this existence. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, I don't give thanks to my community here as much as I'd like to now, It's like literally, I feel like most of us are unconscious that there is literally a community of organs, organelles, little things, organisms, like bacteria, fungi, fucking so much, millions, billions, maybe even trillions. I'm not sure exactly how many cells we have in our body, but it's freaking billions, I'm pretty sure. 1,000 million. There's a million cells dying every second, so I'm pretty sure we're in the billions here. We have literally billions of organisms in our body, like existences. That's what I'm trying to say. The planet, as humans, we only have 8, almost 8 billion now. It's like we have the power of a huge community that essentially works to exist. And if it were not for all of these individuals inside of us working together, we would not be thinking, we would not be loving, we would not be existing at all, we would not be, So I think it's about time we all give thanks to the community that exists within us for the survival of this community that we are, inside of us. And, oh man, like, what a beautiful use of the word community. I just have a lot of thankfulness that, look, if you shove food in your mouth, your community makes use of that food, even if it's garbage. Like, it's like, bro, what are you doing here? But whatever, we gotta make use of what we got. And like, think about this. You're feeding a community by what you put in your mouth. Think about that. If you were the parent of a billion little things, you were the god of a billion things, would you be throwing trash in it? And it's so funny because that's us. This is us. We're the god of this thing. And a lot of people are trashing it. A lot of people don't respect that all of these little things inside of us are working together to maintain this existence. The beauty, of life is only experienced with the sensible work of all of this beautiful communal community stuff, right? It's insane. Like, nobody appreciates this. I feel like, I didn't. That's why I say I feel like nobody appreciates this, because I've been working hard to appreciate life, and it's taken me 22 and a half years to realize that my body is a community all working together, maintaining the soul, this place for the, whatever we are. It's oh my gosh, man. It's beautiful. It's wild. I think there's one more thing I want to hit home on. Yeah, that God thing. We have action. We have choice to put things into our body. And it's not just the body. Like, the body is not just one thing. It's a community. That puts a lot more responsibility into our actions. At least I feel like there's more responsibility when I realize that the body is not just one thing. Like, a lot of times we seclude or section off that there's a mind, there's a body, there's a soul, there's a whatever, right? But fundamentally, foundationally, ultimately, there is so much going on in here. And we are responsible for it. We can make an actual choice. That's why, we are the gods of this entity. The god of earth, so to speak, or the god of planets or whatever, gives us sun, gives us rain, whatever, right? So to speak. Well, look, we can go outside and get some sun. We can drink some water. We can give us nutrients that fuel the community. The crops. Oh my gosh, the crops are sprouting this year. The crops are sprouting today. Let's eat some good ass food. You know what I mean? It's just wild. If you look at the meditation playlist, it's the one with the trees of a sky looking from the ground, looking upwards through the trees. And it's about an hour and 2 minutes, I think it is. It just really hit home to me. And it's beautiful, It's like every single time I meditate, something clicks, and I just have this realization, and it's like, bro, you need to talk about this. This is important, That just kind of shows to me that meditation is, outside of the actual effect directly, meditation just has so much application to existing, as a human. Oh my God, you hear that? Fucking wheezing. Speaking of respecting the body, man, that's gonna be it for this video, I guess. Love you guys, and I hope that this can inspire some respect for all of the little creatures living inside of you, because really, they're little creatures, man. Creatures. They're creatures inside of us, billions, all working together, bumped up against each other, and still just being beautiful. Flowing, existing. We're existing right now. How astounding is that? So I was having a sexual experience last night, to segue, and I was thinking about we have sexual organs, and the way they are is because we need to reproduce, right? So, for example, when a girl has an orgasm, the cervix opens up or moves a certain way to receive the sperm more easily. So you want a girl to have an orgasm, right? So there's literally biological changes that happened over millions of years to make the penis and vagina work together to make that come together. come together, right? Um, millions of years have created this thing, you know? And ultimately, supposedly way back in the day, all of those little things that we are made of right now were just like ones in the ocean, like just little collections of muck and shit, you know? Like, what? It's freaking beautiful. And I'm not like doubting science or anything like that. I mean, the geological record, I'm mostly a geologist here. You look at a rock record, you look at how things deposit in a stream today. It makes sense. Like, the time scale is just so long. It's a long time. And there's dating that you can literally study. Okay, I mean, the Earth's probably billions of years old. Okay. I mean, it's like greatly likely. And there's change, obviously, throughout the recording of how the Earth creates itself over time. You can study changes and, you know, and apply it, right? So, I just hope that by hearing this idea that you can respect this beautiful community, because regardless of all these other people around you, many of them might be annoying, many of them you just might not want to be around, some of them you probably love, some of them you probably like, you know, all that kind of great stuff. But every single being inside of you, you can love. Every single little thing inside of you, I feel like you should love. Because it's literally working for you. It's the backbone. It's the support system that if it was not working, bye-bye. You're fucking gone, you know? So, like, you owe your whole mind. You know, we love our mind, we love our thoughts, we love the creativity, right? We love receiving intuition. And that would not exist whatsoever. Existence would never know what humanity is like if all of these cells didn't work together, you know? It's incredible. Truly, great amount of credit to nature for getting to this place where we can experience and reflect like this, you know. I just am in great love with this existence, and, you know, fuck yeah, man. Humans are fucking awesome. Let's respect it. Like, good lord, man. We have so much responsibility that we know. And what is an animal of God, of nature, if you know this and you don't carry through with a great amount of respect? You know, you're basically asking for your own death. If you don't respect the buffalo as a Native American tribe, you're gonna die. You depend upon those buffalo. You must respect the buffalo. If we don't respect our planet, we're asking for a death wish here, you know. We have this beautiful ability to recognize and reflect upon the nature that is existing. You know, we gotta move with nature. We can't evade it. Otherwise, we're gonna be in a constant run for our lives. I mean, literally, we're gonna have to go from planet to planet, hoarding minerals and nutrients and shit, possibly eventually altering our DNA to some great extent that we won't even be able to reproduce sexually anymore. And at some point, that seems to me very dangerous, because we're gonna need other things. I mean, if we just chilled the fuck out, we could just live with this planet. Maybe we'd want to, like, defend against asteroids, or, yeah, maybe develop some technology against aliens someday, or whatever. But, like, we could be fucking partying on this planet. If we just let the forest grow, if we just smelt the fucking air that's so beautiful and full of color and rich nutrients, you know. The Earth's organisms. What made us, that is most relatable, pure, beautiful. And we could be, like, living on this just beautiful planet for avatars, you know what I mean? Like, fucking avatars. And, yeah. I really hope we can come to respect our responsibility. And, I don't know, what is it with these fucking monkey dudes, man? What is it? What is this? This is how we live. Bro. Fuck. This This is us. This is us. This is us. This planet. We have to share this planet, bro. You know, it's, oh my gosh. Someday, please, please. People, hear me, people. Oh gosh. That was a Jimi Hendrix reference from a song. Anyways. Yeah. Now I think it's time to go. Thank you guys for being open to these kind of ideas. I mean, I truly know, just with some fucking respect, we can change the world. And, you know, if somebody, whether it's me or somebody else, if somebody has an idea that respects the truth of our foundations, you know, I think it's our right to live by that way, you know, by our ultimate nature, and share the truth of natural health, you know, longevity, sustainability. I mean, a lot of the way we're living is not sustainable, and it's pretty shitty. It's crazy, you know, like that's part of the reason why I'm okay with being poor, because I'm living, it's funny, we glorify GDP, you know, the amount of goods, I think that's right, the amount of goods that we produce, you know, and sell and whatever collectively. Wow, like, is it really good if you're wasting half of it? You know, a country that has half GDP but is using 100% of it, and you have 3 times GDP but you're using 1/3 of it, you're fucking less. You know, you're actually less and, like, twice worse. Like, bro, fuck GDP if you don't know how to use it. Like, nothing matters if you don't know how to use it. You know? I mean, what matters is that we gotta fucking change it when you don't know how to use it. It, as in the self, the origin of our thing here, you know, it's not about changing the other thing, it's about changing this thing so we can actually work with already, what exists already. You know, we shouldn't have issues with what exists already. The bears, you know, we killed all the bears, we killed all the wolves because we had issues with it. Now things are fucking whack. There's like coyotes sprouting up everywhere, even in New York City, literally everywhere. You know, you kill one thing, something fills its place, and we can't control that. Nature controls that. The wholesomeness of nature will control that. So if we demolish, I just imagine, if we demolish this planet because we want to change it, I wouldn't doubt that there's just this one fucking thing that happens to sprout up and fill the void of the rest of nature, because it is nature, right? Maybe it's like a bacterial or a fungal, just massive fungal like growth that occurs, you know, and takes over everything. That's a possibility that's been talked about, by the way. You know, nature, when you take away from nature, if you remove what was once in nature, nature's gonna do its best, just because it's nature, just to fill the space again. That's why there's vines encroaching on the houses if you live in a place like that. That's why trees grow. That's why roots dig up the sidewalks, you know, just because it's existing. And for us to constantly remove what is existing is not gonna be sustainable at all. We gotta allow what exists. At least I feel like that. You know, I'm watching Stargate, right? I didn't end the video for 2 times now. So I'm watching a show called Stargate, where they go from planet to planet, and like, so many people think that one guy's this god, right? And that really it's just an alien race with advanced technology. And like, there's dozens of races that kind of presume to be gods because it just helps the younger minded organisms. Like, it's so weird to me that we could just let, if, you know, the big fucking if we could just all let each other be, we would be in pure harmony. But I wouldn't doubt it. There's gotta be. Maybe it's just naturally impossible. Maybe there's, like, honestly, there might be some weird thing that happens with nature that we're so far away that to use the amount of nature to get to another place, we just might need to like destroy ourselves, because that's how much energy it would take to transform our existence to way the fuck over there. You know, maybe I have this idea that, yeah, maybe we might be able to like warp time and cut through it or something, or space and time, whatever. But fuck, I wish we could just all let each other be, you know, and respect our boundaries and respect our nature and not overgrow. Like, oh my god. The only reason we like define nature as overgrowing us is because we've overgrown that space with our shit that's not naturally there. So nature's like, okay, you just gave us space, you cleared us out, so now we're gonna grow back because that's what we do, you know? Nature. Nature's all we got, man. Whether I'm talking about the trees or our own body. Like, at this point in my life, I don't want to merge with robotics. No, thank you. I'd rather die at this point, you know. I'd rather be part of the magic of all existence than the human extension, you know. But honestly, who the fuck knows? Maybe robotics is just the next phase, you know. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Obviously, this is just right here and right now. Every single video. 2 years ago, that was me right here and right now. But that was fucking 2 years ago, bro. Don't think I still think the same way, okay? Some things, if they're foundationally true, I probably do think similarly, you know. But what a life. What a life. Alright. Now I'm done. Oh, shit. Alright. Hope you guys have a great day. I love you all. Thanks for watching. I'm glad we can connect. We are like the hope of the planet. For real. Peace out, guys.